Hi, eighth grade families. Hope you're having a great day. Regents is over. Congratulations. Big high fives to you and the girls because they made it through. We're very proud of them and proud of you. At the community conversation last night, a few eighth grade families had just some clarifying questions. So I wanted to answer those for everyone and just send you all a quick video update since I know you've been getting a lot of information from a lot of different places. So some end of year reminders. Tomorrow, June 17th, is the last full day for eighth grade scholars. We're hearing a whole lot of, but I have an appointment, but I have a this. Attendance still matters. Tomorrow is the last day. We're planning to close out and celebrate with the eighth graders. So please make sure they are here on time and in uniform. They are in uniform until they are no longer eighth grade scholars at Girls Prep. June 18th is the eighth grade dance, also known as the prom. Starts at 5 p.m. And it runs until 8 p.m. It's at the Loft at Prince Street in Soho. This is my plug. Please be on time to pick up your scholar unless they are self-dismissed. As much as we love spending our Saturdays with them, which we do and cannot wait to see them dressed up, we do have a hard stop because we have got to exit the venue and get everything cleaned up. And so we really need to be able to dismiss scholars on time so that we can clean the venue and be out by the time that we need to be. That takes us to next week. As a reminder, Monday, no one's at school. We're observing Juneteenth. June 21st is Tuesday. That is our eighth grade campus-based award ceremony. So what you need to know, it is at our campus in the courtyard. We do have a rain plan indoors, but right now the weather looks great. At 5:30 p.m., there will be a photographer on site for photos. This is optional. You do not need to show up and participate, but we wanted to make sure that you had that opportunity. From 6 to 7:30 p.m. will be the award ceremony. There are 3 guests allowed per student and tickets were distributed. There will be a Zoom live stream for others to watch since I know that 3 is not the number that you were hoping for. We appreciate your flexibility as we work within space constraints. We will be serving dinner. Vaccination and PCR testing is not required for this ceremony because it is an outdoor event. We do encourage you to wear masks, particularly if you are unvaccinated, but we will not be checking vaccination cards or PCR tests at the start of this event. Sunday's best attire, just a note, scholars are not wearing their gowns for the campus-based award ceremony, just their Sunday's best attire. Okay, that brings us to network-wide graduation. This is the big celebration with all 3 schools. This is the official graduation. I'm walking across the stage. My name's being called. I'm getting a diploma. That is Wednesday, June 22nd, and it's taking place at Bronx Community College. Parking is available. It's one of the reasons the network chose this venue. So there will be parking available if you're driving. Student arrival time is 12:30 p.m. for rehearsal. So please make sure that your scholar is there by 12:30, aim for 12:15, so that we can do a full run through. Vaccination or PCR test is required for all attendants over the age of 2. Okay, so this came up last night. You do not have to have proof of the booster. You do have to have proof that you're fully vaccinated, meaning 2 shots, or you have to have a negative PCR test if you are over the age of 2. PCR test results must be shown at the door on your phone, or you can bring a paper printout from wherever you're going to get the test. Another thing to note, the test must be dated after June 16th, which is today. That means you have tomorrow, Friday, you've got Saturday, Sunday. I would say you need to have it done by then so that you can make sure that you get the results back and you have them by Wednesday. So check with your local city MD or your testing provider. There's a gajillion of them at this point, just to make sure that your PCR results can be back in time. Again, Sunday's best attire for this. Scholars will be wearing gowns. They will not be wearing caps. I want to make sure that that part is clear. And the gowns will be steamed and hanging and labeled for your scholar at the venue. There's a roving room that's available for scholar prep time. I promise I will not have your children out there in wrinkled gowns looking crazy. That was a concern last night. I promise that they will be steamed and pressed and looking fresh. They will be at the venue. You're not getting them beforehand, because we want to make sure, again, that we can minimize what you all have to travel with, particularly for those coming on the train. And also so we can guarantee no one accidentally forgets it, all the things. We want everybody to be prepared and fresh and pressed and steamed. So you will get those at the venue. The ceremony is going to begin right at 2:30 p.m. Again, scholar arrival time, 12:30. Participant arrival time, 2:30. So there is a 2-hour gap of time for you to fill while your scholar is at rehearsal. 2 guests per student. Tickets were distributed to scholars today. 2 guests per student. This will also be live streamed via Zoom for those who cannot attend. You should be looking out for a message from the network that has both the testing requirements, the information about Zoom, and all of the reminders. You should be getting that via Kinvo, text messages between now and next Wednesday. So I hope that this brings some clarity to all of the moving pieces and any outstanding questions that you have. If you still have something specific that you need, don't hesitate to shoot me an email, jstrong@girlsprep. You can also email Ms. Lopez, klopez@girlsprep.org. We are happy to answer any other questions that come up for you. Thank you again for your partnership. I can't wait to see you all next week and celebrate the fact that these 8th graders are going to high school, which is so crazy. It seems like yesterday they were those little 5th graders walking in. So excited to celebrate with you all next week. Have a great night and a good weekend ahead.